there's just something about Triple D in finding great food in unexpected places, like vehicles. So here we are in Tampa, Florida, to check out some righteous Mexican food in a school bus. This is Taco Bus.
Welcome to Taco Bus. What can I get you?
The bus is fun. You feel like you're in this little corner of Mexico.
Two chicharron taco.
Very authentic Mexican food.
Tacos are awesome.
Two tacos coming up.
Chicken burrito. And a little bit of an addiction for it.
Steak tostada.
This is my favorite food.
That's one of the biggest taco trucks I've ever seen. How big is that school bus?
That's about 35 feet.
But when Rene Valenzuela opened this joint in '91,
First we go cargo and little vans and little trailers. We needed a bigger kitchen. Order up.
so they got a bus.
Carne asada burrito coming up.
And since '99, Rene's using it to crank out the classics he grew up cooking in Mexico.
Fish tacos. We want to do food that's very authentic, very deep in Mexico.
From fried pork rinds with salsa verde
It's spicy. It's really good.
to the Mayan standard conchinita pibil.
The meat is just tender and just goes down like water.
And this regional specialty with pulled pork and ancho pepper sauce.
Chilorio torta.
Never seen it. I've been eating Mexican food all my life.
To make chilorio, first we're gonna make carnitas. We got a Boston butt right here. We're gonna take the fat out.
Okay, so we cut it into small pieces.
Right, put a little bit of salt. And now we're gonna put it into the hot pork lard.
Builds a little crust.
Right. Put some Mexican bay leaves.
Allspice. Interesting, I like that.
And orange. There you go.
Everybody in the pool.
Simmering, it says frying slowly,
How many hours?
about a couple hours.
All right, so it's all cooled down now. We shred it.
That's right.
I like that spice with the allspice in there. We'll shred it, make the salsa, and then make the torta.
That's right.
Got it. Anchos. Love anchos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. And pasillas.
Pasillas. We got a hot griddle. We're gonna
Right.
put them in there. It's gonna help awaken the flavors.
And then we're gonna steep them in hot water.
Right.
Okay, so we keep the lid on it so it keeps the peppers submerged. Nice. So what are you doing with the seeds? We're just opening them up here?
Right.
You can't make the sauce with the seeds and then strain the seeds out. They become too bitter.
That's right.
We take all these, now we're gonna grind these up.
Yes, for the chilorio sauce,
I know this routine.
put the red peppers in the blender. I'm gonna put a little bit of the water.
Okay.
Mexican oregano, as you know, is
One
different.
of my favorite. Comino.
Vinegar. And then garlic cloves and salt. After we put it through the blender, we're gonna strain it. Then we're gonna put the sauce. We're gonna fry it.
A little bit of the lard that we
Right.
cooked the pork in.
That's right.
This is gnarly. That's what you gotta do right there. You gotta cook off a little bit of that bitterness.
I'll put the carnitas already shredded.
And we're just gonna sit there and cook this up, let it coat,
Right.
and then we're gonna make the torta.
That's right.
We can't make this sandwich fast enough. So this is homemade bread.
Yeah. Refried beans at the bottom. So now we put the chilorio on top.
Refried beans almost work like the mayonnaise.
That's right.
Okay, a little queso.
The queso on top, the jalapenos, then tomatoes, white onions, marinated onions.
Cabbage. Nope. Stingy with the cabbage.
Okay, and cilantro. Here you go.
Look at that. That's out of bounds, dude.
All right.
The freshness of the bread right off the bat. Then you get this hot, little bit spicy the meat. Then you get the crunch of the onion and the little snap from the jalapeno. This got to be one of the best tortas I've ever had.
All right.
I mean, one of the best, dude. That sandwich rocks. So I'm in Key Largo, Florida, and of course it's raining, but I'm right here on US 1. Now, I've heard about this place from just about everybody. They say the food is outrageous. They've got a fish market in the restaurant, but I don't know how they came up with the name. This is the Fish House.
Fried crab conch,
You take your first bite, you're hooked.
pan sauté grouper,
So phenomenally fresh.
shrimp bundles.
This is my good buddy, DJ Irie.
I've heard about it. I had no idea was this legit.
If you're coming to the Keys, you don't stop at the Fish House. Why'd you bother?
But that wasn't the case when Doug Brew and CJ Berwick bought this place back in '87.
You know, I didn't do a lot. 6 lunches was a big day.
So along with their son Phil, they spent their days working and their nights in a trailer out back. How did he talk you into this?
I think it was mutual, really.
Over the years, they built a big following with a revamped seafood menu.
One shrimp and octopus salad, conch chowder,
And this Fish House original,
one yellowtail matecumbe.
served up by Chef Joey Flowers.
It's fresh, it's healthy.
It's a fantastic dish.
Matecumbe.
We have an upper matecumbe and lower matecumbe. They're keys down here.
All right, get after it. Tell me how it works.
All right, fresh chopped tomatoes, chopped onion, capers, fresh basil.
And is this the salsa that's going on top of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Olive oil. We'll do some fresh lemon, salt and pepper.
Mix this up, let this marinate come together.
In the fridge, overnight.
And how are we gonna prepare the fish?
Yellowtail.
Yellowtail's one of the best down here.
Oh yeah, local fish. You can catch them anytime. Now we're just gonna top it with the Matecumbe sauce. Just in the convection oven, about 475.
Oh my gosh, it's screaming hot.
6 to 8 minutes. Matecumbe.
Nicely done. That's it, simple approach.
That's it.
Delicate, tender, taste the fish, little brininess of that caper, little kick of the onion and the shallot. Nice little tomato basil combo. That's the exact Florida Keys experience I wanted to have. Really dynamite.
A Picasso dish, if you will.
Presentation is always beautiful.
This stuff comes out of the water about 300 yards over there.
They have their own fishermen that fish for them.
And while you could reel in a fresh catch at their in-house fish market,
We've taken the shrimp home, we've taken the yellowtail home.
most of these beauties head straight for the kitchen.
If you love fish, you're gonna love the Fish House.
When I came down to the Keys, this is the seafood restaurant I wanted to come to. You can't hear the seagulls, you don't see any boats, and you got a freeway in your front yard.
Right.
Yet this is probably one of the greatest seafood experiences I've had down here.
Thank you.
So I'm here in Daphne, Alabama, right between Mobile, Alabama, and Fairhope. So I'm with my good friend Stretch from the Triple D joint, Grinders, Kansas City. He's the one helping with directions. Anyhow, we're looking for this restaurant where the chef, he went to culinary school, he studied in Paris, he's been all over, and now he's serving it up on a plate down here. This guy, hey, Magellan, how we looking?
We're there. We're close. I know we are. Is that an 86 or 98?
We've been here for a while. This is Southwood Kitchen. Let's go.
See, I told you I'd get us here.
Frank's Red Hot Chicken. Pick it up, please.
The best definition for Southwood Kitchen is fine dining in a casual atmosphere.
Pork belly down.
The menu they bring here, Jeremiah puts his own unique twist to it. The combinations are great.
That's because Jeremiah Matthews brought it all when it came to creating his menu, from French fare to Southern comfort. Is it Southern French food? Is it Southern with a chefed-up twist?
French-inspired, global Southern cuisine, if you will.
Hear that all the time.
Spin the globe.
Yeah, spin it and pick a spot.
If you want to cook it and you like it, you'll put it on the menu?
There you go.
Okay, good talk.
Pork shank.
I got the pork shank, and it is absolutely fabulous.
You literally touch it with your fork and everything just falls apart.
Now we're into pork shank.
Carbureted pork shank.
How are we gonna cure them?
Simple salt and pepper. All sides good and coated. These go back in the cooler for 24 hours, then we'll sear them on the flat top.
All right on the flat top.
Yeah, flat top
Okay.
gets a workout here.
Yes, it does.
Now we're gonna go for the braise.
What's in the braising liquid?
Onions, carrots, whole garlic.
Ginger.
Yep.
I like that.
Soy sauce, red wine, thyme, and rosemary.
Water.
Yep.
And foil wrap this, and how long we going down?
We're gonna go 250, about 3.5 to 4 hours. We pull them out of the oven, chills in his own juices overnight.
Okay.
Toss them in Wonder flour.
Why Wonder versus just AP?
It gets extra crispy.
Okay, because it's got the cornstarch.
And then it goes in deep fryer, 6 minutes.
Is there a sauce that's gonna go on this?
Love sauce.
No, I do. I love sauce.
Start with rendered out bacon, little yellow onion, chicken feet,
Anytime there's a chicken foot involved, I am excited.
little ham hock, sherry wine, water, and the braising liquid from the shanks. This guy's gonna roll for like 2 days.
Really? Love it. All right, chef, let's talk about this.
Our take on a gremolata.
All right.
Pork rinds, fry them off fresh, process them in the food processor. Lime zest, lemon zest,
Lots of it.
parsley. Just a touch of oil, just enough to make it all stick together.
What are we serving this with?
Robuchon potatoes, some heirloom carrots.
Robuchon potatoes.
Yeah, fancy French mashed potatoes.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yukon Gold potatoes. After the steamer, they go into the mill. Lots of butter, milk, lots of horseradish. Heirloom carrots and peas. Little shank
Look at
right
that.
there.
Ooh, the love sauce.
This is ridiculous.
That is tender.
Capital T tender. You take a pork shank and elevate it with the potatoes, with the love sauce, bring in the chicken feet and getting all that collagen. I mean, it's so rich and silky and not fatty, but unctuous.
It's got all your travel and experiences all wrapped into that dish.
Delicious.
Carabutta pork shank. Very savory, very rich flavor. This horseradish mashed potatoes is like a perfect complement.
The sauce is light and it married well with all the other flavors. It's outstanding.
Picking up scallops.
Really chefed up.
The food can be served anywhere, white tablecloth or not.
I agree.
Order up, runner, please.
This is kind of like sitting down with some explorer friend and looking at their photo albums of adventures. That's what the menu tastes like. Delicious. So on the next stop of this Triple D New Orleans tour, here we are in the city of Harahan. Now, it's about 20 minutes from downtown New Orleans and about 10 minutes away from the River Shack Tavern that we shot just years ago. Now, when you drive by this place, first thing you're gonna say is, oh yeah, a shrimp and po' boy joint. Oh, don't judge a book by a cover for sure on this one, because they've got chapters of culinary good that you just gotta read about. This is Siler's Seafood.
I got a pecan salad.
It's where people that are from New Orleans go eat.
One boiled seafood platter.
All your favorite New Orleans style dishes done in Jason's way.
That's Jason Siler,
Make it snow.
who grew up in the bayou, boiling crawfish with his dad and cooking in the kitchen with his mom.
I'm respecting the old school ingredients, but I'm just incorporating my own style into it.
Here's the volcano.
A volcano is actually something that I get almost every time we come.
It's a lot of familiar things presented in a way you never saw.
The volcano is basically like an upside-down Asian taco salad, if you can imagine.
Oh,
that.
you hear about those every day.
First, we're gonna make the blackening seasoning. I got some paprika right here.
Some paprika.
Black pepper, sea salt, parsley flakes, granulated onion, granulated garlic, and then the Italian seasoning.
Okay. So now we have the fresh ahi.
Right? This is local.
So if you can't get it fresh, you just won't be serving it.
That's exactly right.
The best attitude. We'll sear this off. Next up.
Spicy mayo, I call it dragon sauce, just to have a cool name. All it is mayo.
And sriracha.
I like to add a little bit of water to it because when I put it in the squeeze bottles, I could like draw with it.
I don't speak Cajun. That's how you say draw with it in Cajun?
Draw with it.
Next.
The crab salad.
Okay.
I'm taking this shredded connie that they use in sushi
Kanikama,
rolls.
Right, so this is pollock.
Take some of this sauce.
The Cajun measuring system.
Right. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to make this volcano, all right?
On the edge of my seat.
Here we go.
Gorgeous.
Lay the tuna around here. Avocados, lettuce right in the middle. Put the shrimp on there. The spicy mayo that we made. Eel sauce, sriracha.
Dizzy.
Take the taco shell, turn it upside down. Put some of the snow crab salad on top of spicy mayo, eel sauce, a little bit more sriracha, and then I finish it off with sesame seeds. So that right there is the volcano. And
See, it just erupted. Interesting. Do you jump on it? Do you hit it with an elbow?
I mean, you just gotta go at it.
I was able to build a bite there, folks.
Right, so you got like a little nacho right there.
I don't care what you do with it. When you serve tuna that fresh, I mean, that's legit. That's really legit. I'm not a huge sauce guy, but I think this is a showstopper. I mean, people see this come out, they're gonna go, wow.
It's like an awesome little salad, and it looks cool, too.
Can I go?
Go for it, dude. All right, walking in the door, I got a volcano.
Jason's just sort of pushed the creative envelope.
Delicious, and you can feel like you eat something special.
Nothing better than playing some cowboy mouth cruising through New Orleans.
Guy, that's cowboy mouth, but this is not New Orleans. This is Mobile, Alabama.
Well, it feels like Mardi Gras could have been going through here.
There's people that say that Mardi Gras started here, but I'm not one of them.
All right, has cowboy mouth played on this street?
We played there, we played there.
Have you eaten here?
No, it seems like a fried chicken joint.
It sounds like a fried chicken joint, but it's not. This is Rooster's Latin American food. Come on, buddy.
All right, got Cubans coming up in the window. I need hands.
The reputation of Roosters is really fresh food, vibrant flavors, good atmosphere.
Got a payload plate with mahi up.
You can find food from Caribbean, from Mexican, also from South America. This place is amazing.
And Frankie Little's culinary how-to started with his grandma. Your grandmother was from Central America.
Well, she was American, but she grew up in Central America.
Okay. Is she one of the people that was influential in your cooking?
Yeah, big garden. There was always fresh vegetables, fresh meat. And in my youth, I went around Central America and just kind of loved this type of food. And so I wanted to bring that to Mobile.
Before Frankie Little, there was really nothing like this. He kind of stepped things up a notch.
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
This.
Yeah.
Surf and turf?
100%.
Surf and turf burrito.
It's filled with barbacoa and Gulf shrimp. It's topped with this amazing queso.
What are we into first?
We're making our brown house seasoning.
And what is this going for? What is the actual dish?
Our surf and turf burrito, granulated garlic, Mexican oregano, cumin, kosher salt, ground black pepper. We're gonna be putting this on our barbacoa brisket.
So that's a mess of brisket.
Trimmed and cut.
Okay.
Our house brown seasoning that we just made, dark chili powder, kosher salt, ground black pepper, onions, fresh garlic, fresh jalapeno, red wine vinegar. We got our tomatoes. We're gonna mix that up.
A couple bay leaves in it. This will get covered and cooked off how long?
10 hours at 230. We shred it and just leave it in the jus.
What are we into now?
Chorizo.
All right, let's go to it.
granulated garlic, ancho powder, smoked paprika. We got cumin, cayenne.
Chili powder?
Yep, crushed red pepper, Mexican oregano,
Cinnamon.
coriander, ground clove, kosher salt, ground black pepper.
This will go in with ground pork.
And vinegar and oil, yep.
Makes you want to back rub, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay, 400 degrees, how long?
30 minutes.
All right, let's get into the shrimp. So this
Okay,
is,
cool, man. This is our red house seasoning.
Red house seasoning.
Cumin, or paprika, Mexican oregano, granulated garlic, smoked paprika, dark chili powder, ground black pepper, and salt. Gulf shrimp, we're just gonna toss that a little bit in there.
All right.
Making our surf and turf burrito, we're starting with a toasted tortilla.
Tortilla,
with fresh guacamole, Spanish rice, homemade pico de gallo, chipotle cream, Gulf shrimp.
Okay, Fred, one shot.
Hold on.
Here we go.
In
1, 2, 3. Fred!
Pick it up. Let's try it again. 5-second rule. 5-second rule. What's the deal?
Our barbacoa brisket, we're gonna roll that up, get a sear on both sides.
And yet there's more.
And then we're gonna top it. Queso sauce, chorizo, queso fresco, pico de gallo, cilantro.
Thank you, my friend. Oh,
I'm going to delineate right here.
All right, that
Stay
makes
on
sense.
your side of the line.
you got it, buddy. That is superb.
There's a lot of big flavor.
A lot of flavor.
Bite of the shrimp and a little snap, and you get the freshness of it. Chorizo on the outside is great. This is definitely a wet burrito. You need a basket of chips and about 4 beers.
Yeah, and shot of Santos.
And a shot. Could he said it any better? And a shot of Santo tequila.
Got the surf and turf burrito right here.
What's not to like? Lots of flavor, lots of goodness.
I'm here in Houston, Texas. I'm about 10 minutes from downtown in the historic area, here to check out a joint where two buddies who are college roommates opened up a traditional Filipino food truck in Austin. Then they opened a brick and mortar in Austin. And then they came down here to Houston to open. Boom, then the pandemic hits. They close Austin, but Houston's still going strong. This is Be More Pacific.
Short rib Filipino barbecue in the window.
It reminds me of my mom and aunt's cooking.
Can I get that chicharron working, please?
A home-cooked feel, but also kind of exotic at the same time.
Like an Asian soul food.
How would you describe Filipino food?
It's a melding of like Indian, it's got some Japanese, it's got Chinese, Malaysian.
Kare Kare for the bar!
I love the Kare Kare because I love the peanut sauce, and then you can mix it in with the rice. Tastes fantastic.
What blew my mind was when they used the brisket. I would have never thought of that combination.
So is this because we're in Texas that we're doing brisket in Filipino food?
That's right. The Kare Kare is usually traditionally done with oxtail.
Okay.
And I was like, I think we can sub that out.
Smart guy.
The fat here, we're trying to trim it. We're gonna put it over here. So this actually will serve as a part of the sauce later. Salt and pepper, add some water.
And we're doing this about as old Texas style as it comes.
Put some foil on top.
What temp, how long?
300 degrees for about 4 hours.
Then we cube it up.
Yes, sir. The next step would be to make the sauce. Oil, some onions, and some garlic, water, peanut butter, sugar, salt.
All right.
While that's cooking up, we're actually gonna fire up this other guy over here. Brisket drippings, annatto seeds.
Big, vibrant red color. Steeps in the oil for how long?
For about 5 minutes.
It blooms.
Strain into the other part of the sauce.
Love it.
Now we're gonna finish it off, breaking it apart, and it's making the sauce a little bit thicker.
I'll have it as a soup.
We're gonna reduce for about 30 to 45 minutes. The condiment for the Kare Kare is called bagaong alamang. Oil, red onions, and some garlic and tomatoes. Little tiny salted shrimp, brown sugar, cooks down.
It's just a funky flavor bomb.
Now we're gonna plate our Kare Kare sauce that we just finished making there.
Okay.
Long green beans, eggplant, baby bok choy, big chunks of brisket.
I have never seen this.
Crushed peanuts there on top. Bagaong alamang.
That's what I was gonna say.
What you want to do is just grab a piece of brisket, some vegetables, some sauce, dab a little of that bagaong alamang on. Maybe grab a little rice as well.
Am I creating the power bite now?
Yeah, go at it.
The brisket is dynamite. It's delicious. This peanut sauce carries it.
How you liking the alamang?
It's the key to it. It's got the umami that you need in this because you got sweet, you got salty. It's the difference between this being good and great. Well done, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. Kare Kare your brisket. Thanks. The brisket makes the Kare Kare a little more flavorful.
I love the crunchy nuts.
The ingredients are super fresh.
I'm on the west side of Mobile, Alabama to check out a barbecue joint. Well, if you're hungry, this is Meat Boss.
Ribs for Nancy.
Meat Boss is the gold standard for barbecue in Mobile.
So my dad started it, and then when he passed,
She took over for him.
Okay, what are we into, sister?
Our Boss Burger. We're gonna make the rub first. Salt.
Granulated garlic, black pepper, and granulated onion?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
We're going to grind our brisket with a hand crank.
How many burgers do you sell a day?
50.
Now we got the chuck, the 80-20.
We're gonna add Worcestershire, liquid smoke, and burger seasoning. We're gonna mix it up, and then we're gonna form up the burgers. We're gonna press it.
What else comes with this Crazy Town burger?
We're gonna be putting our rib candy on it.
Rib candy.
We'll start with seasoned salt, black pepper, granulated garlic, lemon pepper.
Season these up.
Yes, sir. After we season the ribs, we'll smoke them for 6 hours at about 280.
So this is a stick burner back here?
Yes.
It's been on fire before.
3 times in 10 years, I feel like that's pretty good.
Look at the size of this. Where's the firebox?
On the other side. Can I show you that?
Please. This is, without question, the craziest smoker I've seen on Triple D.
Oh, thank you. We're gonna make our sauce now. Tomato sauce, Worcestershire sauce, liquid smoke,
A lot of brown sugar,
water, salt, chili powder, black pepper,
onion, garlic.
curry powder, and then to the sweet sauce, we add the cayenne.
Cayenne added to it is the sweet
Sweet and
spicy.
spicy. That's gonna cook for 30-ish minutes. And then vinegar added to sweet and spicy. It's a spicy Carolina.
Sauce is ready. What do we have left to make?
The rib candy. We're gonna cut all the meat off the bones,
So honey, brown sugar, and
Right.
sweet sauce.
and then we just mix it up.
And are we gonna cook this again?
Right, 350 for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And now we're gonna make our boss burger. We'll grill our burger, toast the bun. This is the spicy Carolina sauce. This goes down this way. Cheddar cheese, topped with rib candy, of course. And then we always put more spicy Carolina sauce on the bottom and on top. And this is our boss burger.
The burger is really good. The sauce is great. I'm getting good smoke off the ribs. I thought it was too much sauce because it's only sauce, burger, and rib. A little bit of cheese, but there's so much flavor in it. And you never see rib meat by itself.
Right.
I get after this thing.
Boss burger in the window.
I love the rib candy. It's so juicy, tender, just smoky enough and not too smoky.
With a little bit of sweet twist.
When you're thinking about turkey, you're probably not thinking of a joint like this. The Alpine Steakhouse in Sarasota, Florida is more of like a sirloin and sausage kind of place. But wait till you see what they're doing with turkey. It's gonna blow you away.
I love it. All the different flavors. You can't get anything better. It's like Thanksgiving, just all the time.
No, seriously, man. They take a chicken, they shove it in a duck, and they shove the duck inside the turkey, and then they put a bunch of stuffing and stuff on it.
Absolutely fabulous.
It's called a turducken. Just one of the handmade, homemade specialties. Transplanted New Yorker Mark Rebhand and his son Matt are cranking out.
Need some fries down?
At the restaurant and butcher shop, first opened by Mark's dad 32 years ago.
My dad basically came to Florida to retire, and that didn't last too long.
Yeah, looks like you really did a good job of it.
And went back into business, and I came down in '75, and here I am.
About 12 years ago, Mark says he heard about something called a turducken.
Your dad comes home one day and says, guess what? You're gonna start boning chickens, ducks, and turkeys, making all this stuff and shoving it together and then sewing it up like a football. What'd you say?
Well, basically, he put one on the counter and he started doing one himself, and we just did it side by side.
You guys worked it together?
Yeah.
Let me learn me.
Well, basically, I mean, you have a chicken, a duck, and a turkey. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this chicken and cut it right down the back. I call this a scissor cut here. You wanna get your knife tip in here. This is the oyster meat of the chicken, best part.
Right, now the duck.
Same way.
I like this.
All right.
This is kind of like culinary Disneyland for a dude like me.
All right.
Big turkey.
If I'm down far enough, this is gonna pull right out. Stock pot.
That was money, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, can I try this one?
Sure, absolutely. Be my guest.
I feel a good finger cutting coming in.
And you're just gonna kind of go down, pull the meat. There it is. Good job. We're gonna take the duck and the chicken. I'm gonna hit it with a little Cajun seasoning. Throw the duck down. Same with the chicken.
Chicken goes on a little, this is the super hot side. A little less hot.
Right. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, put some of them blackening seasonings on there.
Oh! I like how you let me jump in on this part.
Hey, you can cough.
Now to start piecing this bad boy together.
Virgin olive oil here. Get it into the seams, the pockets where you took the thigh bones out. A little blackening on this guy. And take some of this cornbread stuffing here. Now you're gonna go to your spinach stuffing here, and you're gonna put some andouille sausage.
And you guys make the andouille sausage also?
Here on premises. Some roasted red bell peppers.
Oh, that looks good.
And now you're gonna take your duck inside this turkey.
Let me ask you this, boss. Why isn't the chicken down? He's bigger.
Well, Turducken. That's the turkey, then the duck,
Give me
then
a
the
knife.
chicken. You're not doing as much now.
He's kind of hiding him in there now.
Yeah, now we're gonna go to the chicken.
I bet you have a lot of friends come Thanksgiving and Christmas time.
You're just gonna take it, and you're gonna bring it up and turn it like this. Sometimes it's best to have a friend help you hold it. I grab it.
Let me see if I can find somebody. When is your spring clothing line coming out? You're really doing a Mac job. Dude, you make that look so easy. That might be one of the best looking, uncooked food items I've ever, I mean, it's just beautiful.
You just wanna kinda set it up in here.
Now, how long does Superbird take?
This Superbird here is gonna take about 12 to 13 hours at 200 degrees.
How many?
12 to 13 hours.
Okay, so that goes in.
Slide it on in there. So you just close that oven and
hot.
1, 2, 3. All right. I feel better.
I say, hey, you do.
I'm gonna cut it right down the middle.
Steam coming off that. Oh, you should smell that. Holy moly.
How's that look for you?
Oh, man.
It's a good combination.
Definitely the richness of the duck and the fat. And then, you know what I pick up in there is the andouille. And the chicken has such a lighter texture than the turkey.
Yeah.
That is a flavor fest right there.
Guy, you haven't even had gravy on it yet.
Why would you cover that with anything? Taste, seriously. That's like someone shot off all the fireworks at the same time.
On Triple D, we love to go to the places you send us, and this time it's New Orleans. Nice job, by the way. To where folks are going nuts for a local sandwich called a po' boy. So the next time you're on a po' boy patrol and you're in New Orleans, you gotta check out Parasols.
Roast beef po' boy. The best po' boy I've ever had. Great beef, great bun.
Made with tender love and care.
When it's stripping down your arms, you know it's good.
Best in the city.
A po' boy means a sandwich. You got shrimp po' boy, and oyster po' boy, and ham po' boy.
The roast beef is the best.
And it's the one that made Parasols a local legend.
This is the best.
Not one of the best.
No, this is the best.
This is the best.
Yes, absolutely.
By the way, this is Ross, who sent us the email and said I gotta come here. What makes it so good?
This just melts in your mouth.
Jeff puts a little TLC in his po' boy.
Yes, he does. That'd be Jeff Carreras,
Roast beef.
who bought this joint 10 years ago
Oyster.
and kept things the way they've always been, especially the roast beef.
This is what was taught to you?
Yeah, this was handed down from the Pasteur family, which owned Parasols. Take an inside round, get it nice and lean to be boiled.
Boiled, not roasted.
Not roasted.
I don't know, man. That scares me.
And you let me know. To the hot tub.
Just water, no seasoning?
Straight water, no seasoning.
That doesn't make any sense.
Seasoning comes afterwards.
Okay. Now, how long do these go down for?
About an hour and a half.
We're going completely cooked. We're not looking for any medium rare.
No medium rare here, dude.
Just boiled beef. I'm expecting something big. I mean, they email me and say, you gotta go to the Parasol, you gotta go to the Parasol.
We'll get your taste buds dancing here in a little bit.
Now what happens?
Let it cool a little bit, then we'll slice it up, throw some gravy on it, and ready to be served.
Our hot cauldron.
From that stock is when we mix together the seasonings to make the gravy. Some flour, some oil, a little black pepper, garlic powder, a little salt.
What was that, 2 cups, 3 cups of garlic powder?
Pretty much about a 1 pounder.
How much gravy is this gonna make?
4 gallons of gravy.
Wow.
A little kitchen bouquet for color.
And you make this how many times a week?
Every day.
You make this every day?
Every day.
This is gonna go into the boiling cauldron?
Yep. Try not to get any on you, man. Nothing but brown gravy.
Taste this. Wow. I wouldn't kick that out of a sandwich.
No, indeed not. That's what makes it.
You can serve that on my flip-flop. It tastes good.
nice and easier to slice once it's cold, you know?
It was like beef jerky, dude.
Dry, no flavor. For now. From here, we're just putting gravy on it, sticking it into the oven, about an hour or so, if that.
Dude, you better be delivering. Roast beef is done.
Final outcome of it.
Now you're going to show me, the roast beef po' boy, that you won all these awards for. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that thing.
Cut that bread in half.
Okay, now we toast this?
Not yet.
We toast the bread, though, right?
We do toast the bread.
You like to toast the bread after you put everything on it?
Yes.
Is that enough?
That's for one side, sure. Lock it out, man.
And this is how you make it?
That is pretty much the roast beef po' boy. Stick it in the oven, let it toast the bread nice and toasty for a couple minutes.
Mister, I just put lettuce in the oven. What's that all about? Toast the bread ahead of time.
No, it's not the way we do things around here.
Evidently.
Dig into that.
That roast beef is capital T tender, man.
Oh, yeah, it just falls apart as dry as it was earlier.
From as dry as it was, juicy, meshy, creamy, that's legit right there. But I gotta tell you, dude, that's great. When I saw that roast beef, I'm like, there's no way the gravy's gonna save this. Nice job, brother.
Firehouse burger, it will set your mouth on fire.
Because it's loaded with a 3-pepper hot sauce.
Looks like mustard, but it's not.
I'm actually nervous at this point.
Okay, we're gonna make some Firehouse sauce for you. Vinegar, add serrano, jalapenos, habaneros.
Okay. Did I see habanero plants in the
You
back?
saw habaneros in the back. We grow our own because we want to make sure they're good and hot.
Go back there and pick out the prime ones.
Pick out the ones we want and throw it in that little old pot. They just cook till they're soft. These are done.
No gloves or anything with that, Edie.
Absolutely not. We're just kind of blending these things up.
There is no way that that is not going to be 1,000,000 degrees.
Along with that goes garlic, onions, radishes. You're just going to love it.
That is going to kill my mouth.
There we go. Then we're going to pour this in here, add some mustard.
Whose recipe is this?
We really don't know where this
Someone
came
said,
from.
I want something spicy.
I want
Edie came
something-
back here and went,
And that
part of me right now is dying to just take a taste of it, and the other part of me is just praying that the bun and the burger and all the apparatus will cool it down enough.
We'll cool it down.
So now we're gonna put this on the burger.
Yes, we are. We're cooking the burger for the Firehouse.
So this burger's gonna go salt and pepper. What else goes on this burger?
We have our cayenne butter. We're gonna melt a little butter,
Uh-huh.
cayenne pepper, and let's see. Okey-doke.
Quit looking at me and add more.
Ooh, I just want to see if you're gonna be able to handle this.
Okay.
That butter's gonna go right on top of this patty. Ooh, maybe a little bit more.
Some American cheese.
Wonderful mustard sauce. A little bit more, a little bit more. Jalapenos, lettuce.
See how quick she covered it up with the lettuce?
I did. I don't want you to see it. Onions, tomatoes, pickles. And there it is.
This is kind of like licking the volcano in Flavortown. Oh, that is hot. That is really good. Oh, gosh. Nice hot, and you still get flavor. My mouth is like literally on fire at this point. If I just keep eating it, it'll cool it for like 20 seconds. Oh, my tongue's completely numb now. I almost bit it off. I bet you that's flammable. You could take that sauce and put that on raw chicken. It would cook it. You know what? I dig that.
Spices that they use, amazing. I'm starting to tear up. They're burger tears. Happy tears.